Hey, what's up guys, Snooty Minotaur here, and yes, Chapter 5 Season 4 is finally here. After over 4 years, Marvel is finally back in Fortnite for a second season. Ever since the season was leaked a while ago on that one roadmap leak, the hype surrounding this season has just been absolutely crazy. Considering that Chapter 2 Season 4 is one of the most iconic seasons in Fortnite history, this season had a lot riding on it. Like, it had to be just as good, if not better, than what we got at the launch of Chapter 2 Season 4 years ago. And also, considering that Chapter 5 has had a really bad track record with seasons as of late, did Season 4 meet the hype and expectations, or is it another Chapter 5 season that was just a failure? So as tradition, let's start off with my thoughts on the Season 4 Battle Pass. Now, for those who are new to this channel, you all know that I hated Chapter 2 Season 4's Battle Pass. I hated how they decided to lock some cosmetics in that Battle Pass to skins. Plus, all the skins having built-in emotes. Literally, there was not a single emote you can use with any skin in that Battle Pass. Was a really dumb idea. The skins were sick, I won't lie when I say that, but I feel like the execution and some of the ideas of that Battle Pass were absolutely atrocious, which is why I'd say it's probably my least favorite Battle Pass of all time. So with that being said, do I think that this season's Battle Pass, considering it's a Marvel-themed season, was any good? Well, I think this meme right here might give you my answer.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Now this is how you do a Marvel Battle Pass epic. Now I don't think this season's Battle Pass will beat Chapter 2 Season 4's skin selection. Like, we had Thor, Wolverine, Mystique, and Tony Stark. But that doesn't mean that what we got for skins here were bad, because we got some heat in this Battle Pass. We got Gwenpool as the Tier 1 skin, and she was done very well in my opinion. I wasn't expecting her to be a cell shade skin, so that was a big surprise for me personally, but I am very glad that they added options to turn off the cell shading, so that's good. War Machine, like, oh my god, War Machine is finally in Fortnite, and he looks so damn cool. Easily the best skin out of the Battle Pass in terms of the details that they made here, because, oh, it looks so good. Emma Frost, who's actually one of my personal favorite X-Men characters, looks so damn good in Fortnite, especially her diamond style, which I hope that they would add to her when she was initially revealed, and they did. Mysterio looks badass, and I love how he looks in Fortnite. And then Shuri from Black Panther as the Tier 100 skin for this season is an awesome looking skin. Now, I gotta say this here, I don't think she's at the Tony Stark level of like a great Marvel Tier 100 skin, but I definitely think she's close. Also, having Doctor Doom as this season's bonus skin is a very odd decision, considering that this season's all about him. I do hope that they do a really good job with his cosmetics when we get to unlock him later this season, because he's got a lot of shoes to fill, especially after the previous Doctor Doom skin that we had. Do not make his emo built-in, I swear to god. The other two skins, however, Peelverine and Captain Jones, are easily the weakest skins out of the Battle Pass, but it's not to say that they're bad, it's just because they have a lot of competition out of here. I mean, the skins that I just mentioned out of here are really damn good, but I am glad we got them nonetheless. Like, I'm very glad we got them. Now, there is one complaint which I have with this Battle Pass, and that actually is the pickaxes, considering that most of them are all dual wield, which I at the very least, I'm glad that they're not built into the skins this time around. Thank goodness. Just like the gliders and the emotes which we got from the season as well, which, by the way, the emotes this season are freaking fantastic, might I add. Like, they're all not built into their respected sets, and you can use them with any skin that you have, which is amazing. Overall, Chapter 2 Season 4's Battle Pass is a massive step up from the Chapter 2 Season 4's pass, and improves on a lot of mistakes that were made from that season. But what about gameplay? Is the gameplay any good? Let's start with the map, and I've got to say the new locations are awesome. There aren't really any bad locations here that I can honestly say on the top of my head. I think that they did an awesome job with the locations that we got, maybe besides where they're placed, like more or less the ones that we got in the big Marvel section, but that's not generally a bad thing for me personally, considering last season pretty much did the exact same thing. However, I will say the new Marvel biome itself looks absolutely gorgeous. It looks like it has like the Chapter 4 graphics, which is awesome to see, like that we're actually getting color again in Battle Royale. And that's been a problem with Chapter 5, because while the graphics look nice, the colors look like someone smeared shit on a wall. Glad to see we're getting color back into the game, and that it looks just like it's cartoony shooter again, like it's supposed supposed to look like a cartoony shooter. That's what Fortnite is, and it looks like that again. Well, just in one area of the map, I gotta be honest with you here, just one section. Now let's talk about the loot pool, because my goodness, Epic Games cooked with it. In terms of the returning stuff, they brought back like the Striker AR, for example, which is a really nice to see like return in general, but they decided to bring back Captain America's shield from the Avengers Endgame LTM, and it's just as broken as it's always been. Speaking of which, we have a revamped Doctor Doom mythic, which is basically the original two in one, and it's super fun and actually very satisfying to use. I actually had a blast using this. But Epic decided to add new items corresponding with War Machine, and they're completely busted. I will say the jetpack is probably the least powerful out of the three. However, when you combine it with the auto turret and the mythic arsenal, it is straight up broken and overpowered. I'm guaranteeing you that one, comp players are already raging over these items being in here, and two, that they're most likely going to get nerfed soon. Hell, it probably may have happened after this video goes live. Who even knows? Now with that out of the way, we did get some new weapons added into the loot pool, as well like with a new shotgun, for example, which I do think is okay in my opinion. It can either be really good or bad, it just depends on the situation, but the other two are crazy. Epic brought back the Striker Burst AR from Chapter 3, and it's probably the best AR from Chapter 5. Like, the buffs that they gave to it actually made this thing insanely good, and it actually kind of works well with the bullet drop, which is still in the game, and I still hate that shit, okay? I'm still gonna say that. And the new pistol is really good too. It reminds me of the 6-shooter exotic with how it functions, and plus it hits like an absolute truck. Now I will say this here, they did keep in like the hammer pump and the gatekeeper shotgun here, which is fine, but like what's the point of the hammer pump being in here whatsoever? It's just so bad. Like, the gatekeeper is still the best shotgun in the game, so what's the point of the pump even being here still? Plus the medallions, I gotta be honest here, they're not insanely OP this time around, which is good, but I will say this here, Mysterio's medallion is a big old piece of junk. But overall, Chapter 5 Season 4 has a lot of potential to be one of the best seasons of all time. Because here's the thing, everyone. This was just what we got on day one. I didn't even get to mention that the Stark Rifle is coming back later on the season, and the possibility of the old mythics returning, or even the return of the Marvel LTMs. Like, I feel like this season's gonna be insane for content. Hopefully I'm not wrong about this season, because it generally looks like it's going to be crazy. Epic, please keep consistent updates and have great content overall this season, and you'll have a great season. Please, I beg you, Chapter 5 needs it. But I'd love to hear your thoughts about Season 4 down below in the comment section of this video. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today's video. I really hope you all enjoyed it. If you did happen to enjoy this video, consider subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to check out my Twitter, aka my X account, and also don't forget to use my support code in the Fortnite item shop. That is MINO5. That is MINO5. Thank you all so much for watching. I love every single one of you. Remember, everyone, it's always good to take chances.